Welcome back to Souls Meet.
Hi, people. Welcome back to another
Ooh.
episode. We're just going to get right to it. We're going to explain to you guys what we do here at Souls Meet.
Yes, if you haven't been here before, then listen carefully. We are two best friends who are going to read stories off of Reddit from the thread, Am I in the Wrong? Or
It's actually Am I the Asshole?
And after that, we're going to play
Rock, Paper, Scissors.
Piedra, Papel, Tijera.
And the winner goes first, and she gets to give her take, perspective, opinion, how she feels. Loser has to go second and give a different perspective. Why do we do that?
We do that because we know there are many perspectives in every story.
So
There's
many.
2, 3, 4, 5, just many perspectives in one story, in one issue. And we know we all go through different things in life where we're just like, what do I do? And then these stories sometimes give us that perspective.
If you're going through something similar, hopefully not. Some of these stories are crazy. But if you're going through something similar, you're taking away, you know what? I did not think about that. Maybe that's makes sense as to why this person's feeling the way that he is feeling. Or can be like, I knew I was fucking right.
I was right, and Adriana and Yari are saying it, and they're validating me, and that's proof that I'm right.
Exactly. So that's why we're here. But we're going to get started with the first story right away, people. Okay. Am I in the wrong for breastfeeding at a stranger's home?
Okay.
My husband and I, both mid-30s, were invited to his friend's house with our 3-month-old son to swim. It was Father's Day, and his friend's wife had gone camping with her son from a previous marriage, so he was home with their 4-year-old daughter and wanted some company. I've only met this friend twice in passing and never met his family, but he's been friends with my husband since childhood, so I agreed to go. That's sweet. We had a nice time while we were there. Everyone went in the pool and had some snacks. At one point, I was breastfeeding my son in the shade alone, and the little girl came over to ask what I was doing. I told her. She asked why my son couldn't have popcorn or Rice Krispie squares. I told her. I explained that lots of other animals do the same thing, and said her dog probably drank milk from its mom until it was old enough to eat kibble. Then we chatted about Paw Patrol, Gabby's dollhouse until we left. I didn't think anything of it until last night when I got a friend request from her mom. I accepted, and 10 minutes later, she had sent me 3 voice notes rambling about my inappropriate behavior at her house. To summarize, she's upset that I exposed myself around her husband, discussed inappropriate topics with her daughter, and introduced the word nipple into her vocabulary, shamed her as a mother for bottle feeding her children. Her teenage son saw me breastfeeding on their security camera video feed. Now her daughter is trying to breastfeed their 7-year-old golden
Oh my God.
golden retriever.
Oh.
I found this adorable, but she's pissed.
I love like how this one is like.
That's so cute. God. I love it. I don't think I did anything wrong. Neither does my husband, but he suggests just responding with an apology to keep the peace. Part of me wants to just do it and put this to bed, but the other part of me doesn't want to validate her interpretation of what happened because it's not accurate.
Okay. Am I in the wrong for doing that?
For breastfeeding.
Okay, but this is the thing about these stories sometimes. The question is one thing, but then you finish the story with like a different question. Yeah.
Yes.
So because if you ask me if you're in the wrong or not for breastfeeding, we're all gonna be like, no.
Let's change the question.
Yeah.
Am I in the wrong for not wanting to
what to do? Like what to do?
What to do?
Piedra, papel, tijera. 1, 2, 3. Piedra, papel, tijera. 1, 2, 3. Piedra, papel, tijera. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. What to do? I think just to give the benefit of the doubt of knowing that sometimes we are more open to certain things in life and whatnot, blah, 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 blah. I don't think you're in the wrong for breastfeeding. Like I am the type of woman who thinks that you can breastfeed anywhere. However, I think I would be the type of mother who would breastfeed everywhere, but I would like cover. You know how like people cover?
Yes.
I would try to make sure that nobody's seeing a boob that they don't want to see. do I think people can be see boobs if they want to? Yes, I do. But I also know not everybody wants to see boobs, and that's okay. That's fine. That's just the way that I would do it. But so the breastfeeding part, I'm like, your son, you were invited over to a house. You felt like you wanted to breastfeed. I don't know in which conditions you did, how much people saw your nipple or whatever. I don't know how that came on in the conversation. Blah blah blah. Whatever, whatever, whatever. But I think your husband wanted to keep the peace. Like there is, I think everything. I don't think this woman is in the right. Also, I think it's so weird. Somebody who was invited to your house, you would friend request them to talk to them. Just be like, can you get me like the person's number,
Number. Let
and
me
let's
call
just have a
her.
conversation. Like friend, like I can already see what type of person this woman
Yeah.
is by like I'm gonna like whatever friend you or whatever that is on Instagram, I'm gonna guess, or Facebook, to like talk to you and send you what I think and blah blah blah. I already don't like what this woman is doing, but I think because it's the first encounter, you are barely meeting these people, they might honestly have a different view as to like how much exposure of the body they want to give their children, and that's also understandable in the sense of this is their home, right? I want to be clear. I think people should breastfeed whatever they want to, but that's also their home, and she wasn't home. And like, I hate though that she's like, you expose yourself in front of my husband. Again, I can already see this woman. I don't
Oh.
like this woman already. However, just to keep the peace, because it is a gray area, I just be like, hey, I understand what you're saying. I don't agree with a lot of the views that you're talking about, because that's not the way that I intended to do this. And I do see women like body exploration or whatever, teaching kids in a different way. Whatever you want to say, you can still explain yourself, but be like, however, I don't want this to be a bigger thing than it is. I will, like, obviously, I won't do it again. In whatever there you can fit an like, I'm sorry for, I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm happy you went first. You had some good points there
Hmm.
because I would not give a fuck
Yes.
about what this woman has to say.
I'll be like, okay.
I would literally open, listen, and ignore. Ignore.
Yeah, you would.
Or maybe even like them. The 3 voice notes. Just not say anything else. Because this sounds like an extremely ignorant woman.
Mm.
She's a mother herself.
Yeah.
She is a mother herself. I think there's a lot of, she feels shame herself that she did not breastfeed her children. This is what it's all about. She did not breastfeed her children. She feels some sort of shame or guilt or whatever she may feel, and then she shames you for doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all this is. I think this is it. My teenage son watched you in the video. What are you talking about? Why is your teenage son going through the video footage, and why is he watching me breastfeed? He's a teenager.
I think she just threw that one in to just
She-
be like
she
another reason why.
Expose yourself in front of my husband. No, I did fucking not. First of all, she said she was in the shade by herself, breastfeeding her baby.
Yeah, she did say that.
She said that. The little girl came to her and started asking questions. And from what I heard, she said nothing wrong. She said, your dog probably also drank from its mommy. And the little girl, which is something that a little girl would. I used to breastfeed my dolls.
Yes, she's going to do it regardless of where she learns it.
No, this is ridiculous. So, in my opinion, I don't think, I get it though. I do think, okay, you know what?
Yeah.
The husband and the other husband have been friends since childhood. Okay. But going forward.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, she said it.
Oh.
That her husband and the other man have been childhood friends.
And how do you not know this woman?
Right?
Enough to have her phone number.
Question mark. But anyway, I just don't think you owe her anything, to be honest with you.
I mean, that too. I think she can go both ways.
Honestly, that's why we're here.
This is one that I can be like, I would respect both.
Yes.
Yeah. Am I in the wrong if I don't want custody of my sister's three kids? My sister lost custody of her three kids years ago. My mom got custody a couple years ago, but now she has health issues and asked me to care for them instead.
Hmm.
I don't think I have the means financially or the space. I, 29 female, have one kid. 11 female. My sister, 32 female, has three kids. 11 female, 8 female, and 6 female. So three girls, 11, 8, and 6.
Wow.
The oldest is also autistic. About 3 years ago, my sister lost custody of her kids. The girls were split up in the system for a little over a year before our mom, 52 female, got custody 2 years ago. Over the last 2 years, the girls have been really thriving. They are happy, healthy, doing well in school. Recently, my mom got some unexpected health issues that are severely impacting her mobility and energy. There is no cure. She called me last week to ask if I would take the girls so they aren't split up in the system again. My heart sank. I love my nieces. There is no denying that. And my daughter loves her cousins. The kids all get along great. They live on the opposite side of the country, but I visit whenever possible. I'm always planning all sorts of activities and experiences for them, and I encourage them to pursue the things they love. The oldest loves art, the middle child loves gymnastics, and the youngest loves Pokemon and video games. I plan things we can all do together, and I make sure they each get one on one time too. I would die for those girls, but I just don't have the means to care for them full time. My husband and I are considered a low income family. After a decade of saving, we finally bought a small two-bed townhouse, but there is barely enough room for the three of us, let alone another three kids too. Three kids too. I suggested my mom move closer so I can help more day to day. But she shot that down rather quickly. Her reasons were she didn't want to pull the kids out of their current school, but I guess it's okay if I do. Oh, the mom expects her to move. Okay. And with her health issues, she didn't want to have to find a new doctor. That one is pretty valid. There is a serious healthcare crisis in my country. Us moving closer to them is not an option. We would both have to find new jobs, and my husband's current job has really good benefits. We can't really afford to lose. My mom is retired, so the only thing trying tying her to her current location is her doctor. My heart is breaking. I don't want to lose my nieces to the system again. I love the relationship we have, but I don't see how I could sustainable take on the three of them full time. My mom and my sister have been calling me heartless and that I haven't fully thought it through, but I have. I've been thinking about it every day for over 3 years when my sister first lost custody. Oh, edit. Oh wow, I already can't keep up with the comments, so I am going to address a couple questions here. The dad is not in the picture. He has two other kids from two other women that he also walked out on.
Nice.
My sister is on drugs and living in a tent, but it's
Oh.
got a great view of the lake. Okay, like whatever. Yeah. There is no other family that could help. My mother is also low income and her retirement funds barely cover their cost of living as is, but I will definitely be looking more into other resources and government funding. Thank you to those providing actual helpful advice and suggestions. I am not in the US. Oh, that's a good one.
Okay. Okay.
So, this is one of those stories that you say, this is a problem.
This is a real freaking
This is
problem.
a real, actual
Oh my
problem.
god. Yeah. I know how I feel though, so do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know how I feel, even knowing that might not be,
Okay, so we feel the same way.
but I think the opposite, actually.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Piedra, papel o
Papel o
tijera.
tijera.
Un,
Un,
dos,
dos,
tres.
tres. I don't think she's in the wrong, but
No, no, no.
my
Pick
take.
one.
No, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to pick she's in the wrong.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to pick that she is in the wrong, even though I don't think she's in the full wrong. I'm just gonna talk from my own perspective. I would take these kids. I would not send them in. Like, even though I'm not sending them, she's not sending these kids into the system. It's not your responsibility. If you choose to walk away from this responsibility and actual and the result is this kid's going to the system, this is not your fault. This is not.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I would take this kids, even if this means being in a 2 bedroom apartment. Like I don't like, and I know how this is gonna, and maybe I'm saying this because I just spent 2 weeks and a half with my niece. Okay, wait. And I cannot think of her being in a situation where she needed me and I wouldn't be there for her forever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
I understand though. She genuinely
Cannot
cannot, like,
afford it. Yeah.
financially, there are so, like, the logistics of it are so hard. But I would make it work. Even if it was like a 1 bedroom apartment, I would be like, they're not going to the system, they're coming into my house. That's where I'm like, but this is why it's weird, because I don't, if she chooses not to do it, I could also understand it, but I myself wouldn't do that. Yeah.
Um. Well, yeah. I mean, I think she's in the wrong. Um. I agree. If you choose not to do it, I agree. It's not your responsibility. You are not responsible for your sister's 3 children. Those are her daughters. She had them. She should be responsible. However, they're going into the system. If there was any other family member that could do it, great. But it sounds like you're the only one. And it sucks. And I'm sorry. But this means your nieces will go into the system.
Yeah.
And that is not, for me, that is not an option.
An option. The first one is autistic.
The oldest one is autistic. I cannot imagine what that poor girl is going to have to experience and go through. Being separated, because they don't give a fuck about the fact that these are sisters. They will separate them.
And we don't know where this is also, so I'm like,
Yeah. We don't, there's a lot of horror stories about children that go into the system, the kinds of things that they go through,
they
they
can happen.
experience,
Yeah.
and that can happen. That would never, even if I would get another job. I'm sorry, husband. Please, for now, let's make this work. Please get another job.
Yeah.
I would do anything possible to make sure that those girls stay with their family.
I would, however, like, push for them to move. Like, for them to be the ones to move. If this is something that you really don't want to, like, let go of, and your mom would have to understand that. Even your mom, she should be moving closer.
Yes.
Because she's going to need help at some point if we're talking about mobility issues. But, like, yeah, like, not you guys moving, like them moving, and that would be okay. Like, you're all trying to make this work.
Exactly. I think that's the easiest out of all scenarios, to just move schools. It's not a big deal. They're young. They're going to get used to their new school. It happens all the time. All kinds of children go through that.
I went to 7 schools. I can tell you, they'll be fine.
They'll be fine. I went to 3 and then I moved countries.
I'm fine. Oh,
and I'm good.
Yes. In another language.
So I'm telling you, they'll be okay.
We're good.
I have so much
We're
trauma.
good.
But I'm good.
We're good.
So I don't know. I wouldn't fault you, blame you, make you feel guilty. If you could really truly not make this work for your own mental health and sanity, you're choosing not to.
Yeah, because this could backfire, I guess.
It definitely could. It's a personal choice. And I love that
she's saying, she's like, even since my sister lost custody, I've been thinking about this, which just means, like, I can, of course, it's the first thing that you would think, so, like, that you would think of, like, but I wouldn't have even let them go in the first place.
Niece,
like, no
my niece,
way.
nephew, I would not. We've actually had this conversation, me and my family, in case anything were to happen, we would 100% take them. And 100% one of us will have to stop working to raise these kids. So that's the way I see it. Yeah.
Well,
thank you
for
joining us
today.